If spring is the season that wakes me alive, and fall is the season to contemplate life. Oh, yeah.
Hello and welcome to the vlog. My mental health is doing so much better and I decided to keep the ball rolling. I'm doing kind of a favorite activities type weekend. So I just finished skating and I had a really good session and I started choreographing a new program, but I think I'm gonna do a monthly skating vlog, and I wanted to go to my favorite grocery store and I want to do a little haul. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like Mountain Dew flavored Olipop. Never had that flavor before, but right now you're leaning against it so I can't show you that. I got some classic sea salt kettle chips. There was a coupon on the front of this, which I think might be on this one. It was a buy one, get one free of the rainbow roll, which is like this vegan sushi that I like. They have more flavors here than they carry at my Kroger, so maybe I can bring a box in and request that my Kroger has it. From the dry goods wall, I got chocolate covered banana chips. These are my favorite candy treat. They're so incredibly good. They have like a crunch to them, but they're not too crunchy. You know, sometimes banana chips are like biting into rock. They're not like that. I also got vegan smoked turkey and cheddar sandwich to dip into my soup, which is in here. You can't really see it, but I got a split pea and kale soup. I'm excited to have that when I get home. To eat right now, I got 4 little tiny grape leaves. I'm gonna eat 2 and then give 2 to my mom. These are the vegan ones, so they have no meat. They're just all veggie based, but yeah. Welcome to a self-care vlog. We're doing all sorts of fun, chill, calm things, but for now, grape leaves. In fact, let's do a taste test. Not getting sick, not doing that. They're the perfect little snack size. That's the vibe. Good snack. Perfect. This will hold me over till I get home.
I don't know what is it exactly in this time of year that makes the melancholy me reappear. Oh, back and forth through dark roast coffee, salt mist and sea, sand and amber trees. 'Cause it still feels like summer, but it's soaked in nostalgia slowly. All the leaves are turning brown. 'Cause it still feels like summer, and I simply don't wanna see the cold wind sneak back in our town. 'Cause we lived when it was out bare feet, tan skin glistening beneath the heat, evening swirl into a birdsong beat. God, it's now so very bittersweet.
Hello. I'm supposed to be at the rink, like on the ice right now, but they lost power all like in that general area. So there's like 3 rinks right now without power, although they seem to be getting their power turned back on, which is great. But when the power is turned off for an extended period of time, the ice melts. And it's actually kind of warm today, but I was hoping I'd squeeze some time in to do some Halloween activities. It's October 1st and I have not decorated, and I'm very upset about that. So right now though, my phone is kind of dead. So I'm trying to charge it. While I'm charging it, I want to make up some candy bags. I bought these little ones. I'm gonna make them up for my students, but I thought I could do that while my phone charges for a little while. Then we're gonna work in the yard. I wanna put up my little rope web and my headstones, and then get the buckets of Halloween decor, at least in the foyer. And then if I run out of time to do the rest of the indoor stuff today, I can do it tomorrow, and that will be the end of this very wonderful vlog, honestly. Oh, also, so Sunday, we went to the movies. I've never gotten to see any of the Studio Ghibli films in a theater before. It was so beautiful. And we're gonna go see Kiki's Delivery Service this month in October. I can't believe it's October. Like, I thought I'd have my Halloween decorations up for at least a couple weeks now. And My Neighbor Totoro is coming in December. I love Totoro. He's just adorable and goofy. However, we saw the movie and then we went to do a little bit of quick shopping. I wanted to go to Michael's to pick up the cute Frankenstein nutcracker for my skating coach. She loved it, by the way. And there were some carts. And I was like, oh, I'll just gather the carts and take them up and put them away. One of them had a phone in it. And not just a phone, but one of those wallet cases. So their ID, their credit cards. Hopefully there wasn't any cash in there because I didn't see any, but I didn't want to like go digging through it. My first instinct was to call the first numerous missed calls on their phones. I did that and it was his mom. But they're like in the middle of moving and he just had left his phone in the shopping cart. So I took it up to the Michael's counter. But I like talked to the mom the whole time on the phone being like, hey, I'm leaving it with so-and-so. And I hope he comes and gets it. And she's like, yeah, he does this all the time. He has ADHD. And I'm like, I get it. So I'm glad I was the one who found the phone and credit cards and license because I'm not about that bad karma. It was divine intervention because I was like, oh, we shouldn't go to Michael's. We should just go to XYZ. No, I'm so glad. And then we went to TJ Maxx. We went to Target. I wanted to get the box set of the Akatar books, the whole series, because online it said it was $60, but then in store it said it was $75. So we took it to the counter and the lady did the price check. Plus I had a gift card and I ended up getting the box set for $27. The only hiccup is that it's my Christmas present, so I have to act surprised. And then I went to go to Ulta to pick up my Zit stickers. Didn't realize they close at 6 p.m. on Sundays. Then I went to Marshall's. I was trying to find the brand of jeans that I like, more pairs in the same size, but like I didn't like the styles they had. They had them, but I didn't like the styles. And I ended up getting a bag of rosemary garlic chips and pumpkin pie Torani syrup for my coffee. And I just finished up my caramel, so I'm gonna switch to pumpkin pie tomorrow morning. That's exciting stuff. So I feel like the transition into fall is starting today. It is commencing today, even though it's 76 degrees. So on that note, I'm gonna shut up, put on some YouTube, and maybe I'll do a little time lapse of filling some candy bags.
I guess I'll just put on my favorite sweater and say goodbye to summer. I keep on forgetting times learn how to fly, and before I know it, it passes me by. Oh, I don't know why when life is beautiful I start to fear it'll slip through my fingers and just disappear. Oh, yeah. Back and forth through dark roast coffee, salt, mist, and sea, sand and ember trees. 'Cause it still feels like summer, but it's soaked in nostalgia slowly. All the leaves they're turning brown. 'Cause it still feels like summer, and I simply don't wanna see the cold wind sneak back in our town. 'Cause we lived when it was all bare feet, dead skin glistening beneath the heat, evening swirl into a bird song beat, but it's now so very bittersweet. So I guess I'll just put on my favorite sweater and say goodbye to summer.
Stay. Josie, play. Good girl! Play. Good girl! Play. Good girl! Oh, she's just a baby. You're just a baby. You're just a little baby with your tiny little hands. Hello, I wanted to do a quick little outro / book review. I finished my book. I'm shocked, surprised, stunned, gagged, gooped that I finished this 501 page book in less than 2 weeks. And I was busy. Mind you, there were a couple nights that I stayed up a little too late. But first, a little recap of the self-care, calm down, chill out activities. I am so happy I got my Halloween decorations up. It feels so festive. And I'm going to be totally honest. These decorations are going to stay up till Thanksgiving. I feel like Thanksgiving Day, because I have Wednesday off, Thursday and Friday off. That's when I like to do more Christmas decorating, bring down the Halloween, because I love Halloween and I want to keep the decorations up as long as I can. However, I went to Michael's simply for work business type supplies, and I saw on sale that they had a tufted pumpkin pillow and a tufted mushroom pillow that I got for on my bed, and I'm so happy because I've been looking for like either a boucle or a tufted pumpkin fall, not strictly Halloween, but like a fall pillow situation. And I love mushrooms. What can I say? I was so happy. I'm so happy. I feel like I finally found it. I've been looking for a couple years now. And I originally saw a pumpkin and a black cat that were boucle from Target that were $5 each. Of course, those are gone. And I still might get like a more Halloween themed one in the future, but for now I'm so happy. I really need to put it in my calendar end of August. Put up your fall decorations. Maybe not Halloween, but maybe my fall garland, you know, fall things. Just a touch of fall, and then maybe a couple weeks into September, then really go hog wild with the Halloween, because every year I'm getting a little better at handling schedules and getting, believe it or not, less overwhelmed. Speaking of overwhelmed. So Saturday, I sold out of all of my Halloween pottery, essentially, which is great news. Love that. However, now I have 2 weeks to make the line all over again, which is a little bit, teeny bit stressful. So, oh, here comes Rusty. Gosh. I know you can't see, but you probably can hear the grunting. But now I have 2 weeks to remake as much of the pottery as I can to sell in 2 weeks at the fall festival. So I wasn't feeling overwhelmed, and now I am indeed feeling a little overwhelmed, but it's not as bad as it was like last year when I got my kiln plugged in November 1st. So we're doing better. We're staying calm. We're finding peace. We're finding tranquility. So on that note, let's do our book review here. The 25th book I read this year was The Liar by Nora Roberts. This was the first Nora Roberts book I read. I have a couple of her books that I've picked up at garage sales sitting on my shelves. They're on the TBR. I was excited to dabble and see if I'm going to like how she writes, and I indeed do. I loved this book. I devoured this book. I was looking forward to every night cozying up in bed and reading another chapter or two. This book was the perfect blend of suspense, thriller, mystery, and romance, and also just like yapping. Okay. You know, I know some people don't like when there's content in a book that doesn't quite have anything to do with the story, but this takes place in a very small town where everybody knows everybody, and they just kind of yap. They yap a lot about each other, about their own selves, what's going on. And I kind of loved it. I loved the filler. It made the story feel more real, but I don't want to give away too much. It's just the perfect blend. It's a little bit spicy. I would give it like 3 out of 5 chili peppers here, but it was very heartwarming, and the ending actually made me tear up. But yeah, this is a 5 out of 5 for me. And my next read is Dracula's Guest. I have my mom's copy of the book that was printed out in 1937. So it's an almost 100-year-old book, which is insane. Thankfully, I was able to find the same book for free on iBooks, so I downloaded it there. So when I'm out and about, I'll read it on my iPad, and when I'm home, I can very carefully hold my breath as I turn each page of that book. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this cozy vlog, getting into the Halloween fall autumn mood. And with that, I will see ya when I see ya. I need to show you how cute they're being.
Say goodbye to summer.
Do you see this? Do you see how cute? Look at his little butt cheeks. Look at your butt cheek hanging off. Oh, they're so cute.